Welcome back to Donovan's Den of Games, and we are going to play a special game of not Who Wants to Be Millionaire, Jeopardy 2003 edition. This is to tribute Greg Kihn, who Weird Al Yankovic did a parody of his song Jeopardy by calling it "I Lost on Jeopardy." So this is a tribute to Greg Kihn.
Let's just take care of a little business, then we'll get to our game. Okay, adjust the game so it's exactly the way you like. Normal game? Okay, so how many people now? Type in your name, player one. Player one, here's your buzz-in key. Let's get this show on.
Well, not this time.
Studio. Player one, you start us off.
Okay, let's do Musically Inclined for 200.
He's no one-trick pony. This singer wrote the screenplay and score and starred in One Trick Pony.
Player one.
Who is Paul Simon?
Precisely. Pick again.
Musically Inclined for 400.
The songs Circle of Life and Hakuna Matata frame the first act of this musical.
Player one.
What is The Lion King?
Definitely.
Musically Inclined for 600.
Peter Schilling's Major Tom continues the story of the astronaut in this singer's hit Space Oddity.
Player one.
Who is David Bowie?
Precisely. Pick again.
Inclined for 800.
Answer, the Daily Double. Could you make your wager, please?
Let's do True Daily Double.
In the 1970 hit comedy The Owl and the Pussycat, this singer was the title feline to George Segal's Owl.
Player one.
Who is Cher?
No.
Oh!
Take a look.
Barbara
Here's the right
Streisand.
response.
Inclined for 1,000.
Upon the September 7, 1978 death of this man, Kenny Jones became The Who's new drummer.
Player one.
Who is Keith Moon?
Precisely. Pick again.
Into the Woods for 200.
As mayor of New York City, Fernando Wood helped create this wooded area.
If you'll just watch this, we'll show you the clue. Player one.
What is Central Park?
That's the spot exactly.
Into the Woods for 400.
In this Iowan's 1929 painting, Woman with Plants, the woman is his mother.
Player two.
Who was Grant Wood?
Exactly.
Into the Woods for 600.
Leonard Wood lost the 1920 Republican nomination to this man, who went on to win the presidency.
If you'll just watch this, we'll show you the clue. Player one.
Who is Warren Harding?
Hey, you're correct.
Woods for 8.
She dubbed her system Reading Dynamics.
Anyone? Player one.
Who was Audrey Wood?
Good guess.
No.
But it's not what we're looking for. Is that it? Anyone? This is the
Evelyn
correct
Wood.
question.
Into the Woods for 1,000.
Born Natasha Gurdon in 1938, she acted under this name.
Player one.
What is Natalie Wood?
Definitely.
Catching Some Z's for 200.
This German, for whom a rigid airship is named, was an observer with the Army of the Potomac in the Civil War.
Player one.
Who is Zeppelin? Ferdinand von Zeppelin.
Exactly.
Z's for 4.
A fanatic, or one who belonged to a first-century Jewish sect that resisted Roman rule.
Player two?
What is a xenophobe?
No.
No.
I'm sorry. Anybody?
Xenophobe
Take a look.
is
Here's the right response.
an X, spelled with an X. Zealot
From
was
the
the
German
answer.
for twice baked, it's a sweetened bread that's baked, cut into slices, and toasted.
Anybody? This is the correct question.
Z's for 8.
At about 2,200 miles in length, it's the longest African river emptying into the Indian Ocean.
Player 3.
What is Zambezi?
I knew that.
Yes.
Let's do
As soon
leftovers
as she rang
for
in.
200.
Cavemen first got this from natural sources. Rubbing sticks and sparking flint came later.
Player 1.
What is fire?
Exactly.
Z's for 1,000.
Out of the night, when the full moon is bright, comes the horseman known as this.
Player 1.
What is Zorro?
Hey, you're correct.
Leftovers for 400.
He designed airplanes and a man-lifting kite, but is better known for the telephone.
Player 1.
Who is Alexander Graham Bell?
Exactly.
Leftovers for 600.
The floor on a ship, it's what a swabby swabs.
Player 1.
What is deck?
Definitely.
Leftovers for 800.
Bullfight ticket prices vary by your seat location and the fame of this person.
Player 1.
What is the Matador?
Precisely. Pick again.
Leftovers for 1,000.
This phrase applies to a relative that you know well enough to smooch upon meeting.
Player 3.
What is kissing kin?
That's who we were looking for.
I'll take Global Village for 200.
It is said that the yellow on Chad's flag represents the sun and this desert.
Player 1.
What is the Sahara?
Precisely. Pick again.
Global Village for 400.
Trail name given to North Vietnam's main infiltration route into South Vietnam during the war.
Player 3.
What is the Ho Chi Minh Trail?
Another one I knew
That's
as soon
it.
as she rang in.
You do know your history.
Global Village for 600.
US 101 is usually called the Hollywood one. It leads into the Ventura one.
Player 1.
What is Boulevard?
No. I'm sorry. Player 2.
What is a freeway?
Yeah,
Exactly.
freeway.
Let's go for media speak for 200.
In this type of poll, people are asked how they just voted.
Is that it? Anyone? Take a look. Here's the right response.
Let's go with Global Village for 800.
In 1945, representatives from 50 nations met in this California city on the bay to draw up the UN Charter.
Player 1.
What is San Francisco?
Precisely. Pick again.
Global Village
It's
for
the
1,000.
Florida Cape, where the space shuttle missions begin.
Player 1.
What is Cape Canaveral?
That's the spot exactly.
Media speak for 400.
To let an image on screen fade out entirely, a director would say, go to this.
Player 1.
What is black?
Precisely. Pick again.
Media speak for 600.
Radio station formats include AC, adult contemporary, and CL, this.
Player 3.
What is classical?
Definitely.
Media speak for 800.
On TV, it's an announcement of the next show up. On the streets, it's a big display ad.
Nobody? Take a look. Here's the right
Of
response.
course, billboard.
Here's the final answer on this board.
To record Lay Down Sally, you'd have to lay down these and then mix them without getting derailed.
Is that it? Anyone? This is the correct question.
Okay, that's it for the Jeopardy round. Now we're going to take a quick look at the scores.
Big lead. Player 1, well done. You're still in the thick of it,
Dog
Player 3.
for Den of-
Player 2, you're in last
DOG for
place,
Den
but
of
you do
Games.
get to start things off first in Double Jeopardy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for double.
How about Roman versions of
Of
Greek
course,
gods
player 2 goes
for
first.
400?
Aphrodite.
Player 1,
Who is Venus?
Yes.
Roman versions of Greek gods for 800.
Poseidon.
Player 1,
Who is Neptune?
Precisely. Pick again.
Greek gods for 1200.
Zeus.
Player 1,
Who is Jupiter?
Yes.
Greek gods for 1600.
Ares.
Player 1,
Who is Mars?
Exactly.
Roman versions of Greek gods for 2000.
Hermes.
Player 1,
Who is Mercury? Ran the category.
Definitely.
Know your Earth for... No, let's do what's your currency for...
In London, this
400.
is worth 100 pence.
Player 1,
What is a pound?
Precisely. Pick again.
Currency for 800.
In Berlin, this is equal to 100 pfennigs.
nobody? Player 1,
What is a euro? No.
No, sorry.
anyone at all?
What we were looking
Deutsche
for
Mark.
was this.
1200 currency.
In Tokyo, this equals 100 sen.
Player 1,
What is the yen?
Exactly.
Currency for 1600.
In Moscow, 100 kopecks make up this.
Player 1,
What is a ruble?
Yes.
What's the currency for 2000?
In Italy, this is equal to 100 centesimi.
anyone at all? Here's what we were looking for.
Lira. Know your Earth for 400.
It's the length in hours of a mean solar day.
Anyone at all? Player 2?
What is 12?
Ooh,
No.
sorry. Anybody? Player 3,
What is 24?
Of
Hey,
course.
you're correct.
Know your Earth for 800.
Follow this line around the center of the Earth, and you'll travel about 24,900 miles back to your starting point.
Player 1,
What is the equator?
Exactly.
Know your Earth for 1200.
Filling this lake behind Hoover Dam caused earthquakes in the area until the land settled.
Player 3,
What is Lake Tahoe?
ooh,
No.
sorry. Anyone at all? Player 1,
What is Lake Mead?
Yes.
Sold 1200 from her. Know your Earth for 1600.
Of man, storms, or the Ice Age, the one the book The Earth says has caused the most damage.
Player 1,
What is man?
Exactly.
Earth for 2000.
answer? The Daily Double. Did you make your wager, please?
3000.
Just above the troposphere is this ozone-containing sphere.
Player 1,
What is the stratosphere?
Yes.
US at war for 400.
War during which Gremlin, Snafu, and Kilroy Was Here were popularized.
nobody? What we were looking for was this.
Edibles for 4.
Caviar is salted roe, which are these items from female fish.
Player 1,
What are eggs?
Definitely.
He only said definitely. Actor directors for 400.
2 years after a riding accident left him paralyzed, he directed the HBO drama In the Gloaming.
Anyone at all? This is the correct question.
Edibles for 800.
An old myth says never eat these bivalves in months without the letter R in them.
Is that it? Anyone? Take a look.
Oysters.
Here's the right response.
Directors for 800.
Star Trek's Mr. Spock. He showed his comedy side with his direction of Three Men and a Baby.
Player one.
Who is Leonard Nimoy?
Exactly.
Edibles for 1200.
Many Russians love to pick these fungi, known as grebe, and cook them in sour cream.
Is that it? Anyone?
What we were looking
Oh,
for
frick,
was
it was
this.
mushrooms. Directors for
He
12.
cast Debbie Reynolds as his mother in a 1996 film.
Anyone at all? This is what we wanted.
Edibles for 16.
Joseph and Edward Tetley opened a shop to sell this drink product in 1837.
Player one.
What is Coca-Cola? No.
No, sorry.
Nobody?
What we were looking for was this.
U.S. at war for 800.
On September 14, 1847, U.S. troops raised the U.S. flag in this North American capital, Zocalo, or Grand Plaza.
Anyone at all? Player one.
What is New York?
Nice try, but that is incorrect. Is that it? Anyone? Player two?
What is Cuba?
No, that's
No.
not right. Sorry. Anyone at all? What we were looking for
Mexico
was this.
City. Edibles for 2000.
As opposed to the whipped type, the Devonshire style of this dairy product is clotted.
Player two?
What is cream?
Oh,
Yes.
should have rang that in.
Let's
It was either cream
do
or pudding,
U.S.
but I
at
wasn't
war
sure.
for 1,200.
Oh, it'd be
The
either one.
Confederates bought a French-built ironclad and named it this, the nickname of General Jackson.
Player one.
What is Stonewall?
Precisely. Pick again.
U.S. at war for
The
1600.
Battle of the Little Bighorn was part of the Sioux Wars that also included the massacre here in 1890.
Anybody? Take a look. Here's the right response.
U.S. war for 2000.
Answer? The Daily Double. Did you make your wager, please?
Mark Twain was among those who opposed the U.S. acquiring these Pacific Islands from Spain in 1898.
Player one.
What are Hawaii Islands?
Good answer, but sorry.
I don't know.
That's wrong. What we were looking for was this.
Philippines. Directors for 1600.
In 1990, he directed himself in the title role of Dick Tracy.
Anyone?
What we were looking for was this.
And to wrap up this
Final
board,
clue.
Forrest Whitaker of The Crying Game made his directorial debut with this Whitney Houston film about four friends.
player one.
What is The Bodyguard? No.
That is incorrect.
Anybody? Take a look. Here's
Waiting
the
to
right
exhale.
response. That's the end of the double Jeopardy round. Let's check out the scores once again. Player one, you've got the lead going into Final Jeopardy. You're not far off the pace, player three. Remember, it's not over till it's over, player 2.
It is over.
Time now
'cause I
for
can't be caught.
Final Jeopardy. I'll show you the category and give you a few seconds to think about your wager. Shakespearean characters. Go ahead. Make your wager.
Your wager.
Player 2, your wager, please. Player 3, could we have your wager, please? Player 1, please make your wager.
No problem.
Here's the Final Jeopardy answer. Good luck.
To be sure, one of his soliloquies begins, "How all occasions do inform against me."
Who is Hamlet?
Let's see how everyone
My
did.
guess.
Your question, player 2. No,
It's not
I'm
Richard
sorry.
III.
What's that going to cost you? Player 3, your
And she
question.
also went with
No,
Richard III.
I'm sorry. What's that going to cost you? Player 1, your question. That's it.
Yes.
Right, well done. And your wager was?
I couldn't be caught, so I didn't wager anything.
Congratulations to our big winner,
I got it right.
Player 1. Thanks for playing Jeopardy! Come back and see us again real soon, won't you?
Hi, folks. I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's just take care of a little business, then we'll get to our game.
We'll miss you, Greg Kihn. We'll see you next time here at the Den of Games. Be a den brother or sister today.